13 News Now breaking news now.
13 News Now starts with breaking news out of Washington, D.C. I'm Madison Schlegel. Chaos and panic at the nation's capital tonight after a shooting at the White House Correspondents Dinner. We're told the dinner was well underway when Secret Service agents rushed the ballroom and hurried the president, first lady, and vice president to safety. We now know a man armed with guns and knives stormed the lobby before shooting an officer and being taken down by Secret Service. The president made an announcement about an hour ago that the suspect is now in custody. You can see a photo of him right here on your screen. He's been identified as 31-year-old Cole Allen from California. U.S. Attorney for D.C. Jeanine Pirro confirms the suspect is being charged with 2 counts, using a firearm during a crime of violence and assault on a federal officer using a dangerous weapon. Pirro also says additional charges could follow. ABC's Pierre Thomas walks us through the moment where this entire evening changed.
Well, what we understand from our sources is that an armed suspect tried to enter the building, not in the vicinity, not in the ballroom expressly, but was near the ballroom on another level, tried to enter the building, was engaged by law enforcement. Shots were fired. We're being told that the suspect was neutralized and is in custody. The president is also saying that the suspect has been apprehended. We are waiting information on whether anyone was injured, the specifics on that. But again, the backdrop here is one of the biggest events in Washington annually. The White House Correspondents Dinner was taking place. The president of the Correspondents Association had just spoken. Dinner was about to be served, and all of a sudden we see a rush of Secret Service personnel and all other law enforcement make their way into the ballroom. Then we learned that shots had been fired, again, on a different level, not the level of the ballroom. They rushed the president of the United States out of the building, got him to safety, and now we're waiting on additional details about who the suspect is, what the person's condition is, and whether anyone else was injured. Pierre Thomas, ABC News, Washington.
And President Trump spoke at a briefing at the White House following the shooting. He told reporters the dinner's venue simply wasn't secure enough, and now he's arguing the White House needs to build the planned ballroom to prevent something like this from ever happening again. Take a listen.
We looked at all of the conditions that took place tonight, and I will say, you know, it's not a particularly secure building, and I didn't want to say this, but this is why we have to have all of the attributes of what we're planning at the White House. It's actually a larger room, and it's much more secure. It's drone-proof, it's bulletproof glass. We need the ballroom. That's why Secret Service, that's why the military are demanding it.
Now, the Associated Press says the shooting at the Washington Hilton is the same spot where President Ronald Reagan was shot in 1981. The gunman in that attempted assassination was John Hinckley Jr. He now lives in Williamsburg.